What's up, guys, and welcome back to a reaction video. Now, if you know what's going on and you see this picture on my screen, then you know what I'm about to react to pretty much. This is funny because I normally don't react to YouTube drama. I don't really like it, and it's not something I really fun to react to. But when I heard people kept talking about like the worst apology video on YouTube, I'm like, the worst, really? Because there've been some bad ones. I mean, we got Logan Paul. We've had J-Star, we've had PewDiePie himself with positive. So it's like, the worst, like, how bad does it have to be the worst? I mean, it's only like 3 minutes long, so obviously it's not a very long apology. And first of all, just like the title, it's called an update. So it's not even called like an apology or I'm saying I'm sorry, it's just called update. Which could literally mean she's just talking about anything. So that like just the title alone gives gives like no complication or no that she's like even going to apologize in the first place. It just says literally update. God. So apparently this is going on. You got this YouTuber called Katerino or Katerina, I think Katerina. And I don't know who she is. I've never heard of her channel until just now. She seems to be like a streaming slash game journalist who do a lot of Minecraft, but apparently she was in a relationship with this streamer called Me Carterson, who's apparently a very big streamer on Twitch. And Twitch is a huge thing, of course, people stream all the time. And apparently, like they were dating or in some type of relationship, and he started, and I mean, and he also helped build her channel. Like he started getting like thousands of subscribers the more she started appearing on screen. So he kind of like advocated or for her channel and I guess helped her get more views because she almost had 1,000 subscribers. I mean, but she's apparently losing a lot. So I mean, it's only 100,000 subscribers. But apparently while she was dating, apparently she also smashed his best friend, some guy named Fitter, I think. I can't remember his name, where he said. And maybe other guys. And she also had a boyfriend at the time. And he didn't know about it either. So she looks, I'm pretty much gonna be honest with you guys, like a hoe. I'm not being real about it. She looks like a hoe. I don't like using that word. No, I do. what would you say? These hoes ain't loyal. No, but it's like she looks like that. So I guess in this video is going to be her talking about it. I mean, like, first of all, just look at her. I mean, she doesn't look bad. I can see why he wanted, but like, the video looks plain. She's not crying. Her hair is kind of like, she looks just very plain. And even just the video itself is very off-putting. Like, just look at this video. You don't feel it's going to be a very great apology or some shit. But like I said, I want to check it out just because like I just heard so much about it. And then here we call the worst apology video. I was like, I got to see what it's about. So we're going to have to, guys, if you guys enjoy it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Please share the video. Let me know your results down below about the video. What do you think about it? What are your opinions on it? But yeah, let's get into it. Katerino, let's see what you got.
Hey guys, I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I was processing things and thinking things through, and this is my first time going through something like this, and I wanted to go about it as best as I possibly could. And I want to be honest. My relationship with Carson was very complicated. I had a boyfriend at the time, and neither Carson nor my boyfriend at the time knew about each other. And while I was clear with Carson that Carson and I were not in a relationship, I still led him on and ended up hurting Carson and my boyfriend.
Okay, stop. Stop right there. First of all, she sounds very quiet in her video. Like I said, the video itself is just very plain. It feels kind of plain when she's talking. Like I said, it doesn't really feel like she's sad about anything. It's kind of like that. It's kind of feel like she's like, well, I gotta go make this video so people stop calling me a hoe on Twitter and YouTube and everything. So I have to go make this video, but I don't really care. Like, and I don't know her friends or anything. It may just be her personality. Some people have personalities that they have like very, like they just have very like dead personality. So like I don't know, maybe she is really feeling very sad. That's just what her personality is. But it doesn't feel like a very great apology just from this already. And what she said, oh well, it's our relationship. First she started with saying my relationship was complicated, and she talked about how she was in a relationship with a boy, like I said, with a boyfriend, and how she was dating him. caution and how even the relationships laid them on. Like, first of all, let's stop. That's not complicated. That's simple shit. You were dating one guy. You started dating another dude, so therefore you were cheating on both of them because both of them didn't know. Like, no, it's not complicated. Like, it's very simple. You were cheating on them. Like, it happens all the time in real life. It's not very fucking complicated. So she's like, I don't like when people use that. Like, oh my god, so complicated. No, it's really not.
Boyfriend at the time, very badly in the process. I am now seeing a therapist, and although I didn't realize it at the time, I was dealing a lot with depersonalization, and I felt like I was two different people living two different lives. I felt like a passenger in my own body. I ignored very conflicting feelings and thoughts, and I was very lost and confused. And I didn't know what I wanted or what was important to me. And
God, this is so boring.
This was when I got involved with Fitz.
Oh, Fitz, that's supposed to be your best friend, right?
I handled it very similarly to how I handled.
Okay, so I mean, she's talking about her therapist, and I mean, because let's be frank, I'm not just gonna go bask her, because people do go through things. We don't know what she was going through, and why she was cheating. It's easy just to call somebody like a hoe or something just because they found you cheating. I mean, but it does kind of feel, I don't feel like she's really taking the blame for herself. She's like, oh, I had a therapist, and I was doing all these things, and oh my god, I was living two separate lives, and I was a pastor, and yeah, blah blah blah. Blah. Look. People go through things all the time. I'm not saying there are people who have serious problems and mental problems, and who do cheat and stuff like that, or do very bad things as a way to kind of get out of that or get out of their mind. I guess you would say. So there are people that really do have problems, and she very well might. I mean, like we have to see what he like diagnosed her with. Is she like depressed or something? Like she's like we don't know, but it does kind of feel like she's dodging just a little bit, like she's trying to place the blame, like, oh, I had mental health issues, and oh, I was going through things. Like I said, very well might be true. I don't want to just like bash it, because like I said, like what they're going through is what ordinary people do every day. Like ordinary people, they're plenty of people that cheat on people, two-time, this and that. Which I'm not saying it's right or anything. If she didn't know, it was still very wrong. She shouldn't let any one of the guys on that, especially if she really did like and care about them. But it happens all the time with people. It's life, and it sucks. The other reason it's blown up so big is because they're both, like, she's on YouTube, and he was a big-time streamer, which is like a celebrity nowadays. So, with social media and everything, so of course it's going to blow up. But it's like, it happens all the time. But again, I do feel she's kind of like just switching the blame a little bit.
Previous things, I depersonalized a lot, and was very lost and confused and didn't know what I wanted, and made a lot of bad decisions because of that. And
you need to talk louder, sweetie.
And Carson, and their friendship as well. And Carson and I streamed together, and his community very much saw us as a couple, which we encouraged, and it felt really good to have such a positive impact on so many people, and I'm sorry to all those people that I let down and disappointed.
Really?
Okay. There are so many things I could have done better, and I was lost and confused, and I ended up hurting people that I cared about. In the future, I want to be better, and I want to focus on myself, which is why I'm taking further time off streaming. And
probably a smart idea.
I'm working through my depersonalization. I'm still seeing my therapist. And I want to live my life more openly and honestly. And more than anything, I want to be honest with myself, which is something that I've struggled with a lot. And I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry to...
Okay, this... I can see what they can call the worst, because it just felt like her just whole expression, her whole body, just like she just feels like she's tired, like she just woke up in the morning. You wake up in the morning, you're tired, and you don't feel like doing shit. You don't feel like going to work, but you have to. And the whole time we're just like, that's what she feels like. She doesn't feel like it doesn't. At least to me, it feels like she's really sad. Now, again, like I said, we don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know her. Like, I don't know what's going on personally. She really might be going through some things where because of that she was cheating. Like you said, she like I believe she's like 19. She's like really young. She's in this world of streaming and fame and all that bullshit. And but at the same time though, like I can't just like dismiss what she's done because like you said, she did lead him on. If you present yourself after a relationship, it'll be different if you just said, "Oh, we're just really good friends," and you didn't lead on, but you did. Like you said, she did. She let him on. She let his fans think that they were together, and she let people think that because it was positive. And it probably gave I believe it gave her a great boost in subscribers to know that she was dating this famous this famous streamer. So it probably updates your subscribers a little bit. It's just hard because I don't want to be mean and just forever just call her like a again I want to call her like a I don't want to call her that or anything. I don't, YouTube and all this special shit, but like I don't want to just straight up just call her like, oh my god, she's like a cheater. I mean, because she did, but at the same time, like she could really have multiple problems because I've always liked to look at both sides of the story. So yes, what she did was wrong with cheating, but she may very well be going things. She may well have mental problems. We don't know. I think it's unfair just for people just like just straight just call her, oh, all you do is sleep around with everybody. But like she did sleep around. She did hurt people in the process. So yes, she has to take accountability for that. What's in this video? I don't feel she's like at least she's like her expression. Like I said, is very non-apologetic. Like she just looks tired to me personally, and like she just doesn't really care. Just doesn't want to do this.
I'm sorry to my community and anyone that I've disappointed or let down. I'm sorry to Carson's community. I'm sorry to Fitz's community and anyone else's community who is affected by this.
I believe that's Carson's best friend.
Anyone who had to deal with this drama in their chat. I'm sorry to Tempo. I'm sorry to Fitz for hurting his image and his friendship with Carson. I'm sorry to my ex-boyfriend.
Now the Fitz know if you guys were dating, because if he did, I don't know if he did. If he didn't, so let me know. But Fitz did. No, that's Fitz's own fault. Because if Fitz knew you guys were together and still went and did it, then he charged his own image. Now, if you didn't tell him he didn't know, that's a different story. But I don't know if Fitz knew or not. But if he did, then Finch, you're a piece of your garbage because you shouldn't have done it. If you didn't, then she's extra garbage. Now she just looks extra bad, like just extra bad.
Handling our relationship so poorly. He's very much a victim in this, and Carson, who was also a victim in this and deserved a lot better. I don't expect anyone to forgive me, but I hope that this.
Oh, there it does. Forget, sweetie. This is gonna follow you the rest of your life. I just want you to know that. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. But before we go, I do want to look at the views and stuff real quick. As I X out of full screen here for not be a piece of garbage and just do it. Thank you. Sorry, ignore my stuff. But okay, so this video has 1 million views on the data on today, I believe, and damn, there's one. See now, I don't know her. I think that's unfair for me to come and just judge her based on that reaction. Like I think it's unfair, and I do believe you have to know the woman that you're dating. What was this? Some of it I just don't be knowing. You guys are mean. I don't. Um, oh yeah, that was the cream video or whatever, right? Okay. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? And welcome back to back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to back. Some video. What's up, guys? I don't know. Filler. Oh my god. Okay. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back on channel. Back for some video. Now, if you see my screen about here, then you know what's going on. You know I'm about to react to. Over the past few days, there's been this commotion going on about this YouTuber called Katerino, I think is her name, about something that happened that transpired between her and a streamer named Carly Mason. Apparently they were together, but she also had a boyfriend at the time, and neither one of them knew, so she was cheating on her boyfriend and cheating on Carson at the same time. And then she went on her back, and then she went behind Carson's back with apparently his friend named Fiddler, who's also another streamer, Twitch streamer. That's what I'm guessing they're talking about. And how, like, I believe, like, she kind of, like, it's almost like 100,000 subscribers. I believe a lot of that came from, like, her being with Call Me with Carson. I believe he advocated for her channel a lot, got her a lot of views. Like his fans really went and supported her because they were together, and like, so and I heard that she cheated on him, and and then it came out like he released a post all over Reddit or something. Now it's all over and everything, and everybody just calling her bad names. We're talking about all of them. Hell, skank, garbage, some other things I'm not gonna say because it's YouTube. But like they've been saying some really nasty things about her. And then I heard about this video called "The Worst Apology Video" on YouTube. Now I said the worst. There's been quite a few apology videos on YouTube. We had the Logan Paul. I think it was either Logan or I think it was Logan Paul with the Suicide Force, which was, I don't know how you even apologize for that the first time. I mean, that's just something we're not gonna touch on that. But we had him. We had J Star. With all his crazy shit. Oh, let me call up dead celebrities in the middle of the night and see if they respond. We have PewDiePie. He said he said a very choice word he shouldn't have said. I can say it though, but there's been a lot of positive videos on YouTube. So I said the worst. I said I gotta check this out. Now when I first saw this video, I was like, let me react to it. I thought, why not? And I saw when I first saw it, I said update, and I was just like, huh. I said already that's a bad sign, because what person names their apology video in update? Like there's nothing about that can even mean you're talking about, you even consider apology. That literally could mean anything. It could just mean update. Like so I looked at that and I was like, wow, okay. That's an interesting title name for an apology video, but okay, I guess. I mean, I guess. And then look at the video, like it looks very plain. Like she's kind of just sitting in her room. Oh, I do like those dolls in the back, and she has like her jacket on, her hair, and she's be a pretty enough girl, you know. Like I'm not surprised why Carson, you know, would smother that and want to smother that, you know, wrap the sandwich, dip with a buns, you know, why he wouldn't do that. But you know, I thought when I check it out, look for some reality. Apparently, it's a big thing, and you know why not. So, guys, if you like me, so give me a thumbs up, share, hit the subscribe button, help me out live. If you guys want to see me do other videos like this, and make sure to let me know your thoughts down below. I mean, make sure to let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think? What are your feelings about it? But let's just get into it. Already, this was kind of plain.
Hey guys, I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I was processing things and thinking things.
Already, he's very quiet. Like, very quiet.
And this is my first time going through something like this, and I wanted to go about it as best as I possibly could. And I want to be honest. My relationship with Carson was very complicated. I had a boyfriend at the time.
Never complicated.
And neither Carson nor my boyfriend at the time knew about each other. And while I was clear with Carson that Carson and I were not in a relationship, I still led him on and ended up hurting Carson. And
okay, first of all, she's too fucking quiet for me, guys. Like she basically like about whispering. Like, what the fuck? Come on, speak up, speak up, speak up, girl. Come on, like why? Like, I don't know if you're shy. I mean, you got like your. Oh, I've been crying at home, eating nothing, eating ice cream, and watching a bunch of like bad romance movies. Outfit going on with your hair and your jacket and everything. But come on, you can speak up a little bit more, girl. And then like she just kind of like messed up at me when she said, "Oh, the situation was kind of complicated," and then she goes and explain, "Well, I had this boyfriend, but then I was also dating Carl at the same time, and neither one of them knew, and I let him on." No, that's not complicated. You were cheating. You were cheating. You were being a two-timer. You were being a runarounder. You were being, I want my cake and eat. I want to have my cake and eat it too. You were double dipping. You were, what was I saying? We were saying you were digging two holes. You know, you were running between two houses. Like you know what you're doing. It's not complicated. And so just the fact she even said that, like, oh, it's complicated. Like, no, it's not. It's not complicated. You were cheating. You were two-timing. You were running around. You were playing tag the donkey with two people. You knew what you were doing. Like, so no, it's not complicated. You let the other guy on. He didn't know. The both of you were didn't know. So no, there's no complication. And for God's sakes, please tell me she speaks up more in this video because it's quiet as fuck. I feel
my boyfriend at the time very badly in the process. I am now seeing a therapist, and although I didn't realize it at the time, I was dealing a lot with depersonalization. I felt like I was two different people living two different lives.
You sad baby.
I felt like a passenger in my own body. I ignored very conflicting feelings and thoughts. And I was very lost and confused. And I didn't know what...
Stop right there again. Okay. So, it seems to me that I'm probably saying to a lot of people, I heard that in the video she's also like not taking a lot of the blame for herself, which I feel she is and she isn't. Because I feel she is, and in fact she did admit, you know, that she was running around with both of them, and she did admit she let him on. But here she goes, she only switches that, oh, I was having mental problems, now I'm seeing a therapist, because, you know, I was like, she didn't give us something like, were you like depressed, were you on drugs, like, were you doing, like, what was wrong with you, were you just like lost in your life, because I believe she's only like 19 years old, so she's very young, like, too young. I mean, I'm only 21, so, you know, she's younger than me, and I know, like, that feeling like you're just lost, or you're not quite sure where you're going to be, or where you want to be. And that I completely I understand. You know, that happens to all young people. That's where young people go off and do stupid things because they're trying to find herself and try to find herself belong. So, you know, she very well could be going through something. But you're not giving us anymore. All you're saying is that you saw a therapist, that you were going through some things, that you feel like a passenger into your own life. And oh my God, I've heard the same story on every episode of Dr. Phil ever with a sad teenage girl. So no, you're gonna have to come a little bit stronger than that, honey. Like you're gonna have to give us like what did he diagnose you with something? Were you depressed? Like what was going on in your life at the moment there where you were just two-timing these two, you date two guys at the same time, and then you cheated on the guy the other guy you were dating with his friend. So it's like you have to give us more now. You have to like really tell us like what was going on for me not to just feel like you're just trying to dodge the blame. You have to explain more now, like what's going on. Like come on, like I need more than just oh well I was going through things. Like no, honey, it doesn't work like that.
What I wanted or what was important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Popping
this
bottles.
was when I got involved with Fitz.
Fitz is not better Fitz.
I handled it very similarly to how I handled previous things. I depersonalized a lot and was very lost and confused and didn't know what I wanted and made a lot of bad decisions because of that. And I hurt both him and Carson and their friendship as well. And Carson and I streamed together, and his community very much saw us as a couple, which we encouraged.
Okay, see? And that right there too, she's basically mean that she encouraged the people to see. So because it would be a different thing, like if maybe you didn't let people think that you guys were dating and you guys cared about Donald, but no, you let people know that you guys were dating. That you let his viewers on his channel that you're dating. Because I believe, like I said, her channel started going up when she really started like streaming with him. I guess a lot of his community supported her. I don't know how big he is on Twitch, Carson, but she seems to be pretty famous on Twitch. So it seems to be a lot of his community when they go support her. And that's how her subscriber started jumping, and then they're all kind of bailing the fuck out. But just right there, you said like you should never have made like if you were doing that, then you should never have made it be known to the public that you guys are in a relationship. You can call them on stream. You guys could have been just friends, but instead you let people think that, and now it's come back fully on you. And now it's just like this huge backlash. And you're like, oh my God. I'm like, no, like you should never have done that. You shouldn't do what you were doing in the first place. But since you were, you should never let people think that you guys were together in the first place. Or you definitely should have made like in front of his viewers and like, oh, we're like lovers and everything. Like, no, that's not what you should have done. Like, cause she's fucked up on multiple levels here, multiple levels that she's fucked up on, and just the things that she's doing. And I'm no therapist, whatever you see. I know, but it's like it seems to be. And then you talk about, oh, I was making about to bad decisions. Like, what was going on? What were you doing? Doing drugs? Were you depressed? What were you doing? You're not giving us any insight to make me feel like bad for you, make you feel like, oh, maybe she really was going through things, and that explains why she felt she had to cheat with you. It doesn't matter what the reason what you did was wrong to begin with, but it's like maybe we can understand and feel for you a bit more if you would give us some really insight. But you're not. You're just kind of like just saying, oh, I was going through things, and because of that, I did some bad things. Like, no, that's not enough. That doesn't work in life. Doesn't work in the courtship. Doesn't work anywhere. You can't just say, "Oh, I went through things and I feel and I did some bad." Like, no, you have to tell us what specifically was going on. Like, what were you going through? So it's like you're bullshitting your way through it.
To have such a positive impact on so many people, and I'm sorry to all those people that I let down and disappointed. There are so many things I could have done better.
Sorry about that, guys.
And I was lost and confused, and I ended up hurting people that I cared about. And in the future, I want to be better, and I want to focus on myself, which is why I'm taking further time off streaming. And I'm working through my depersonalization. I'm still seeing my therapist. And I want to live my life more openly and honestly. And more than anything,
now that you got caught,
myself,
right?
Which is something that I've
now you're kind of forced to be brought to okay.
And I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry to my community.
This video is so plain, bro. It's so plain. It feels like just so plain.
I'm sorry to Carson's community. I'm sorry to Fitz's community and anyone else's community who was affected by this. Anyone who had to deal with this drama in their chat. I'm sorry to Tempo.
Who was that? Was that a nerd dude she was messing with?
To Fitz for
how many guys were you messing with?
Image and his friendship with Carson. I'm sorry to my ex-boyfriend for handling our relationship so poorly. He's very much a victim in this. And Carson, who was also a victim in this and deserved a lot better. I don't expect anyone to forgive me.
We don't.
I hope that this, at least, can provide some understanding.
No, this is an internet sweet. There is no giving and forgetting on the internet. Never. People are ruthless. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. I do want to X out real quick and just read some of the comments because I know they're bound to be funny as shit. And just see what people are saying. See, I know he has a million views. I haven't seen the dislike and like ratio yet. If it's hurry the fuck up. So wow. So again, 1 million views. 10,000K likes, okay, good, and 24.7K dislikes. Damn, what the fuck, bro? Let's look at some comments. Katerino has deleted two man's comment. Oh, sorry guys. Shit. Two man's comments. Peggers report this in case it gets deleted. So I guess he's deleting comments. Like what the fuck? I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I don't know who Peggers is. UCC comments are bigger and hard than therapist she's seeing. God, that's not nice. So apparently she's deleted like some comments like from Pickers. Like I don't know. I wasn't here. She at this point should be dating a therapist. She like no, as I said, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair just to like because she really might have been going through some things. We just don't know it. We just don't know. But like I said in that video, it's hard to feel bad for her because she didn't give us enough insight to like what was really going on. Are you taking drugs? Like somebody in your family died? Like what happened to a point you were like doing what you were because like from our standpoint, it's just things you were doing just because you wanted to. You just because you wanted to sleep with more different guys and things like that. So for us, you just look really like great about these hoes ain't long. You look like I'll be real about it. You look like that, so I can't be mad. A lot of tweets just going down though about like what's imagine using mental health issues. So as a call out, she's just sorry she won't face the validation and Cody knows what she was doing. So much this doesn't make sense. Like how she apologized to face while he was aware of their very public relationship. Carson was just a lead on. He was just, but that's what I'm saying. So you know what? As far as Fitz goes, like if he did know about like because he said it's very public, so he probably did know, and he's still behind his back. Then you're fucked up for that, Fritz. I tell you that much. So no, people should also be placed the blame on him because that was mess up what he did. And I really do feel bad for her. Like he said, he was just bluntly lied to. Your best friend and your girlfriend lied to you first time that you know that she was in a relationship before and didn't even tell you, and then your supposed friend who knew, like I said, was very pro relationship, knew your relationship. Made still wanting to go cheap, but like I feel bad for Carter, man. But these comments are people. They're just kind of saying the same thing about. I don't know what's going on. So using this to hold demolition. I was lost and confused. That's what I'm saying. Like the video itself didn't feel like an apology. It felt like she was trying to kind of move like some of the negative stuff away from her. She was trying to explain, oh, I was going through stuff, and now I'm like. Now I'm trying to do better and blah 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 blah. Like, come on, like it didn't feel like an apology video. At least in some of the other apology videos, it felt like they were even they were faking it. They were at least trying to do something of like an apology. Hers just felt like the video wasn't even called an apology. It was called a fucking update. Like, come on, bro. Come on. I don't know. I know people want like what do you want? You can't expect people to feel bad for you when you didn't make an effort to actually apologize. Like, come on. Like I said, you might have been going through things, but you didn't explain anything. You didn't break it down. You just said, like, oh, I was going through things, so that's why. Like, no, that doesn't work. That's not going to get people to give a shit. Like, come on, bro. This is awful. All the people that said their girlfriends with the school were lying, they were just... Oh, God. Roses are red. Enough with your lies. Copy paste this before she deletes the fact she's sleeping with 5 other guys. Wow. That is scary. People are savages. I feel like a pastor in my own body. Yeah, who doesn't feel like a pastor in their own body? Damn. So pretty much like nobody's buying this. Nobody's caring. And as sucky as it is, I can't say I feel bad for her because she's not showing any indication that this was actually a positive. It looked like she was just making fucking excuses. And like I say, to be fair, she may very well be going through. I don't know her. I don't know her life. I don't know what she's going through now. She very well could be going through things. But you didn't explain to us any of those things. And while I would say it's your guy, right, you don't have to explain anything. If you're trying to appeal to people and try to get people to accept your apology, then you have to explain some things then if you want people to feel for you, but you didn't. So, no, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm sorry for Carson. I don't know you, man, but I'm sorry this happened to you. Katerino, I hope you get help. You really do need it. If you're not, and you're just like a cheater, then you know, just get some help. I'm trying to say anything bad, but just get some help. Because you do need it to fix. You're a piece of garbage for what you if you did it to your friend. So you can I hope you can like disappear. Not sorry, let me say disappear. You can do something. I don't know, but like you're garbage for what you did. And I just feel sorry for Carson and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, probably ex now, or what the thing, just not right. Like I said, regardless of what she go through, or even if she was going through stuff, it's still wrong what she did, and she should have did it. Especially she really did. She's saying she really did care about him and care about his community and things like that, and bring a positive image that you shouldn't do what you did. Even guys, that's the end video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Katerino, if you see this, I hope you can help you need it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How do you feel about the situation? How do you feel about response? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you don't? Like, how do you feel? And just let me know. Just let me know, guys. This video was only first. It was only 3 minutes long. 3 minutes long. 3 minutes 40 seconds long, and like, the whole 3 minutes it felt like a bunch of excuses. So let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure also follow us with me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure to let me know your thoughts. Make sure to follow. Make sure. Sorry guys, I'm like fucking up. Make sure to look at the link down below in the description where there's a video. And just yeah guys, have a good day. Got enough bullshit in the world going on now rather than people dealing with this. But I can actually I'm out.